The Whisper in the Theater. Bisi had waited her whole life for this moment. For 9 months, she carried her dream close to her heart, the dream of becoming a mother. She had already picked out a small pink dress and folded it neatly into her hospital bag. She had imagined cradling her little girl, kissing her forehead and whispering promises only a mother could make. When the day came, she was wheeled into the hospital theater. The bright lights were blinding, the machines beeped steadily, and doctors moved swiftly around her. Her heart raced with fear and excitement, but through it all she prayed silently, "God, let me hear my baby cry." Minutes passed like hours. Then came a sound that froze her heart, a heavy sigh from the doctor. It was not the sound she had been waiting for. There was no newborn cry, no tiny wail to announce life. Just silence. And in that silence, Bisi's world collapsed. Before anyone spoke, she already knew. Her first child was gone. As the doctors stitched her body, her soul felt torn apart. She went home with empty arms and a hollow heart. The nursery she had decorated mocked her with its quietness. The pink dress lay untouched on the crib, and every time she looked at it, tears streamed down her face. Nights were the hardest. She buried her face in her pillow and screamed, questioning God, questioning life. Why me? Why my baby? Days turned into weeks, and the grief became unbearable. Bisi shut the curtains, avoided visitors, and drifted deeper into despair. She no longer recognized herself. The world outside moved on, but inside, her heart was frozen in that cold theater. One night, however, something happened. Exhausted from crying, she finally fell into a deep sleep. In her dream, she found herself in a place filled with soft, glowing light. And there, standing before her, was a tiny figure, small, fragile, yet shining with an innocence that made her heart ache. The little one looked at her with eyes so pure and whispered, "Mommy, don't stop living. My life was short, but your love gave me wings. Live for me." When she woke up, her pillow was wet with tears, but for the first time in weeks, her heart felt a little lighter. She knew it wasn't just a dream. It was a message, a whisper from her child, from heaven itself. Slowly, she began to heal. She opened her curtains again and let the sunlight in. She started writing down her feelings in a journal, pouring her grief onto paper. And one day, when she met another woman who had lost her child, Bisi found the strength to share her story. Her voice trembled as she said, "I lost my first fruit, but I didn't lose my reason to live. If I can survive this, so can you." That single act of sharing lit a fire in her. She realized her pain could become someone else's healing. Today, Bisi comforts mothers who have walked through the same valley of loss. She reminds them that though their babies are gone, their love remains, and that love can be a bridge to hope. Bisi still carries the memory of her first child in her heart. She no longer sees the silence of the theater as the end of her story, but as the beginning of a new purpose. She learned that even in loss, there can be meaning. Even in grief, there can be healing. And though she never heard her baby's first cry, she carries forever the whisper that saved her life. "Mommy, don't stop living. My life was short, but your love gave me wings. Live for me."